Good morning, y'all. This is James with $1 Million Barbecue Sauce / Cooking. How everyone doing on this beautiful Tuesday morning? Tacos today, yes sir. But I don't know what's going on. You know, Apple usually is our taco girl. But what I got going on right here, I got a brisket, man. You know, I'm gonna try to have it on at 8:15. Maybe I can have it off this evening, probably around 6:15 by 10 hours. But I don't know. It just depends on how I keep my fire going. You know, when you have putting a brisket on, you got to keep your fire consistent, man. If you at 250 to 280, that's good. But once you start dropping down in the 150s and 180, you sneak off. When you come back, it might be 180. But if you be consistent with your temperature, man, you can cook one of the best briskets in the world. Okay, what I got going on, man, I'm gonna use let me see, I have salt, I got a little accent, I have Tony Chasseray, I have garlic, and I have some black pepper right here, coarse black pepper, you know, right here. But you know what I'm gonna do? I don't need accent. I'm gonna put it back over there. And I think I use the garlic. Ooh, that's all right. I just use the garlic, the Creole Tony Chasseray, salt, and pepper. But if you want to, you just can use salt and pepper if you want to. Or you can use salt, pepper, and garlic. You don't have to use this here, man. Because, man, salt and pepper, man, if you cook that brisket, you know, at the required time for poundage, I think is 1 pound for every hour, you know. So if you got 12 pounds, they say it's supposed to take 12 hours, but nah, it don't work, man, you know. But you can try it like that though, you know. But I just think it just depends on the temperature. You know, you can cook these however you want to, you know. Some people cook briskets in 4 hours, you know, from what I done saw, you know. And just throw it on with the heat and wood up under it, you know. But this brisket right here, mine is set up indirect. You know, I can do it both ways if I want to, indirect and direct. But I'm gonna do it like this anyway. But most of the time, man, I put a little, I add a little mayo on it, you know, and that make it sticks, and you know, and it give it a little flavor, you know, because like I tell y'all, the Duke's mayo, it ain't nothing but seasoning. It just makes your stuff taste good, you know. But what I'm gonna do, this brisket right here is 17 pounds, y'all. So I think it was right at $4 a pound. I think I paid $70 or $71 for it. But I'm just gonna take, you can see, man, it's a nice brisket. You know, when it's squeezed all in there, man. But this is one of the best briskets I done had in a long time. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna cut the fat off of it. And right here, y'all, you see it's a little fat, kind of want to act funny right there. I might cut a few pieces off right there, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. I'm not trying to beautify this one, because this brisket right here, it's not going anywhere, y'all. It's gonna be right here. And make sure you have your sharp knife. I'm gonna take that lid off right there. I got it. And you know, if you can, man, try to have your brisket cold when you trimming it. It trim. I'm gonna tell you like this, excellent when it's cold. So try to have it cold. And like I say, make sure you have your sharp knife. This knife is sharp, but it ain't sharp like it's supposed to be, you know. So I didn't know. You know, I got so many knives. I need a sharp, man. That's something you can get behind on too. Is sharpening your knives. Okay, so I'm just gonna trim that up, you know, make it round. And I said I wasn't trying to make it look beautiful. Okay, right here, y'all see you got a little fat right here. I'm just trying to show it to y'all right here. I'm just gonna come down and knock that fat off right there and come on around with it. So you gotta have a sharp knife, y'all. Come on around with it. I want that to be round, man. This is a beautiful brisket, y'all. It is beautiful. I'm just gonna cut off a little this here, make it round. We gonna go downtown with this baby. Man, this is the first time I done had a brisket like this in a long time, y'all. Cause you never know, it looks good in the pack. You fold it and everything. You can fold it and you still have a problem with it. So, oh man, this ain't nothing but fat. But it ain't nothing you can do about it. But I picked this baby. It's got a little fat down here. I ain't worried about that. I might leave a whole lot of it on there. Cause I want to have this brisket on by 8:15 this morning. So y'all might see this brisket this evening. All right, y'all, let me get some of that fat right there. So, like I said, I ain't gonna be here long with y'all long. Let me turn this over. This right here look kind of funny. That's a little piece there, but I'm gonna leave it on there. I'm just gonna cut this piece. That ain't gonna hurt nothing. Every now and then, man, you gotta, cut a lot of meat off these babies. I'm gonna leave a little fat on there. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. So it's gonna be on this is the back side right here. Let me cut some of this off, y'all. Yeah, I need to cut some of this off. Make that baby look good. Yeah, my knife, man, I need to get another knife. Just doing it, but it ain't doing like it's supposed to. But I'm just throwing this baby on here anyway. It ain't, cause this brisket, man, it was a pretty nice brisket. I got a little fat right there, man, but I ain't gonna even worry about it. I done did so many briskets, man, and you know how it's gonna work out. That piece is just the only bad part. That little piece hanging, I can cut it off. Let me see here, y'all. I might cut a piece off, I'm trying to leave it off, but I think it'll be all right like it is. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that, y'all. But I don't know why I got this knife, because the other knife you got, man, it'll go right through it. Then I have a knife in there that I paid $99, man. I probably didn't use it but 3 or 4 times. I had discount briskets for a church, and they used it more than I ever used it, so they had it. But you can get them. You can get them higher than that. That's the highest price I didn't pay for a knife, man. Get your tools, man, and get your stuff together, and just write it. You can write it off, 'cause they definitely come in handy. But I probably use it. I might have used that $99 knife maybe 2 or 3 times in here, y'all. That's it. And it is super sharp too. Okay, y'all, that's all I'm gonna do with that. I'm gonna try to make like I say. Let's see here. All right, I got that. Okay, y'all, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come with me a little mayo like I told y'all. You don't have to, but every now and then, it just depends on how I'm feeling. You can do your brisket any way you want to do it, man. It's left up to you. And you come up with something, man, good, man, shoot. And start shipping you some briskets or something, All right, okay, y'all, here we go. Here we go, James, here we go. Let me see what hand I want to use. I want to use this one right here. Okay, y'all. It's gonna be soup. And like I said, I ain't worrying about the back side, because this is gonna be the side that's up, and I'm gonna get everything chopped down on them. Most of the time on the back, I just put some salt, a little salt and pepper on it. You gotta rub this baby, You gotta rub this baby like you love it. And it'll talk to you. And it won't be any left, I did one last 2 weeks ago for my for Alpha's birthday, man. That brisket was gone the same day, man. I was kind of disappointed, but everybody enjoyed it. Man, we have people coming back getting brisket 2 and 3 times. Okay, y'all. 8:15, I'm striving. I got 5 minutes, man. Y'all hanging there with me now. Come on, man. Y'all say, James, you need to set that record. You said 5 minutes. Okay, y'all. Here we go. I like to put my salt on first. So that's what I'm gonna do. Put my salt on first. Make sure you don't have it thick, man, you know. Just come on like this here. You come on, put some in the side. Come on around. Come on around there. Like I say, you don't want to put a whole lot. See, the black glove, it show me right where it's at, where I'm at. Okay, y'all got that. I'm gonna come back with me a little garlic. And y'all probably say, well, you should have put the garlic in, you know. Hey, you know what? At 250 to 280, it's gonna melt in there anyway, man, you know. You put this any way you want to, but most of the time, you know, you do the salt first, and then you come back with your other seasoning. Just put your little garlic. Y'all say, man, that's too much. No, it's not too much, y'all. It's not too much. Just 17 pounds here. I don't know. I might could have cut that a little bit, but no, I ain't gonna worry about it. This is a nice brisket, man. Okay, I'm gonna come back with me a little Tony Chachere. Chap it, chap it, chap it, chap it, chap it. Yeah, y'all. So it's gonna be around 8:20 when I put it on there. And you know, I like to have it when I first put it on. I got the fire going now, so it's trying to get down in me. I like to put a little dirty smoke on it, starting out on that wood, but it'll be all right. It'll be all right. And you just come up with your own recipe, man. You know, I'm talking about seasoning. Seasoning, you know, your recipe. And you hold that baby like that and just come on with it. Come on around with it on the edges. I learned that from a friend. He said, man, come on, man, don't stop playing with the brisket. Just take your hand and do that, and that baby, man, he was right. Okay, look how beautiful that is, y'all. Okay. Y'all got me sneezing now. A little bit. Okay, y'all, let me come with my pepper. All right, then we'll be finished with this, baby. Come on out of there, baby. I don't know what's wrong with this. It's coming out, but it's coarse. I should have just had it. This black pepper, y'all, it's not gonna hurt you. You can put a lot of black pepper on it. Get you that bark. Look at it, man. Y'all, I'm looking at the clock. Come on, James, stop looking at that clock. Y'all, I ain't gonna put none on the bottom. What I'm gonna do is just do that, rub that like that. And most of the time I take it and rub it like that and pick the rest of it up on the bottom. And that's all I do, man. Everything is right there on top. Y'all usually just have some big holes and they have small. But it's all right. I can take it. Also, but on the big ones, you know, you just gotta, you know, you don't want to put a whole lot. See, I could have did it like that, but most of the time I use the small and then I come back, you know, because I'm not gonna overdo it. sometimes, you know, if you don't know what you're doing, you'll pour the whole thing on there, you know. I did that years and years ago when I cooked my first brisket. I cooked it in 4 hours, and I thought, you know, if the first one, and everybody was saying how good it was, man. I tried to eat that brisket, man. It was tough, man. I don't see how my friends was eating that brisket. I remember the first one I ever cooked, man. I mean, it was tough, but I didn't know it took, you know, depending on what size. I didn't know it took, you know, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours back then. I just got a brisket and started and cooked it. Put it on the smoke, and once it turned black, it was dark. You know, it was terrible bark. Okay, y'all. It's not a lot of pepper, y'all. It's just, you know, when I started out, you know, I had the little holes. Okay, I'm gonna take this baby and put it on the smoker. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna take that again and rub that baby. Rub it on. That's all I'm going on the bottom, y'all. That's all. That right there. And let me see, can I pick this 17 pounds up? Ah! Oh, man. All right. Y'all have a great day. I'm getting on out of here, man. This is James with $1 Million Barbecue Sauce / Cooking. Y'all have a good morning. Bye.